Jesus. And we are back for episode 5. I didn't think I'd have it in me to keep this going. Isn't that crazy? So a couple of changes. First things first, did I switch out? I did. Yeah, he's there. Okay, so yeah, as I said before, you could use the sanitarium to get rid of negative traits. I know I didn't make that clear. I was stammering a lot. It was my first couple of Let's Plays, give me a break. But, I think what we'll do is that we'll keep progressing until we can get the sanitarium and probably dump Renaud in there. I don't know. I believe the red skulls mean that it's locked, like these traits are locked, and that it requires... I'm unsure if you can get rid of these traits. Also, this isn't a blind run. I'm just blind. No, this isn't a blind run, but I am relearning the game, so there is lapse in memory for me. Also, I didn't turn on mods, as you saw from the intro. I didn't have mods on, so you didn't see the different classes. So now if we go to the stagecoach, it's absolutely empty because I had just drafted a couple of people already. But after the next dungeon, we should see new characters. And I didn't include a gameplay mod, I don't think. Oh, yes, that's why. I did include a costume, and I think I'll do it from Mabry. For Mabry, I will give him a different costume because he's growing on me. And you know what happens when a character grows on you? You gotta make them stand out so that when they die, you can feel really, really bad about it. So, Mabry will have this awesome, gnarly costume here. Don't know where it's from. Check episode 1 for the mod list. That hasn't changed. Only now that I've activated it. It's the only thing that has changed. Okay, I think we have an okay party with us, right? No, she's at number 2. Right, and she can only heal at 3, right? In position 3. I'm gonna start making that clear. When I mean 2 and 3, I mean position. So like right to left. So that's position 1, 2, 3, 4. And she can only heal people in position, as you can see here. I was gonna point to it using my hands. That's so dumb. As you can see, those 2 dots to the left, those are the positions she can use. Divine Grace, which is your cure, essentially. And she's currently not in that position. However, she can use Divine Comfort at 3, which is dope. That's basically your heal all, or your cure all. And as you'd expect, it heals less than what Divine Grace would do, but it's a good way to have, you know, it's pretty clutch. Dazzling Light. Hand of Light. What I typically like Illumination. That way I can keep them at the 3 position, meaning here. But my Bard, Mabry, can only be... See, Dirk Stab is so cool. What I love about Dirk Stab is that it moves them forward, right? And it can be used in any position, and it's so cool to have them in the second slot, at least for me, the way I like to play, because if they get knocked back, they can easily crawl up to the front. Whereas my tank, you know, that's why I'm, as much as I love the consistency of the Crusader class, I'm not a fan of them not being so versatile. But, we'll make do. So yeah, if you're wondering why we still are stocking up on this, is because I kind of want to wait for the sanitarium before I start spending upgrades for the Manor. Before I start heavily investing, I want to stock up. That's just the way I play. This is an undo? What is this? Oh, the trade, that's right, okay. So it looks like Vesey, or Vecchi, is going to get help. Well, let's just start going. Let's go on our dungeon run. What we'll do, so I like to try to get one thing done first. And this time we're actually going to touch, if we see that red orb, we will touch it. I haven't looked up what it does, but we're going to touch it. Also, hope you don't mind, but I'll be drinking like coffee. Let's get our ass whipped. Sure, let's do a short one. Let's get ready for it. Can I use this in the 2 slot? I can. Okay, so I'm actually gonna switch them for like that. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Also, I said before, like, this was bad. This is actually not bad. I mean, that was just me complaining. Like, -5 damage to melee skills. Again, if we can get the sanatorium and get this all squared away, that's not too bad. Believes possessed by demons. I believe that's like a trait that happens in dungeon where, I don't know. I think there's like an event that happens. But anyways, let's do it. Crusader, Defender, so that's not bad. Gambler's Charm. Camouflage coat, cloak, plus 50 to dodge, -20 to stun resist. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Also, do you have the items on you? Oh, that's right. Is there? I believe there's like a trinket. Yes. Okay. Okay. Plus 15 bleed skill chance. So we're definitely gonna give this to him for the Dirk Stab. Or, yeah, for Harvest. Either Harvest or, oh, wait. Oh, that's right, Open Vein, but you have to be at 3. Bummer. Oh, well, okay. Let's brew at 4. And then, let's get you, and then have you use the bleed skill. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna rock with. Alrighty, and then we will get the camouflage coat. Oh, if torch is above 75, yeah, I don't know. You see, as you've probably noticed from the game, because I've properly explained it to you, no, the lower your torch is, the more difficult the dungeon, but the greater the loot. Whereas the higher the torch, the easier the battles, the less loot you get. But if I don't want an item that's gonna have me be like, oh, 75, you know, I have to keep it at a certain level. I'm not a fan of that. I like keeping it like at 50, or a little less than 50, the torch level that is. The only reason I'd even go for this is probably to sell it, but not worth it. Yeah, let's do this. I mean, Crusaders are a common tank, so a common frontliner at least. I actually like using the tanks. The Crusaders in second position. I know that's stupid, but I do. I love them in second position. Oh, you have Holy Lance. That's dope. Oh, an Inspiring Cry. It's another heal, like a true paladin. But yeah, like, I like them in support. I don't actually like them as main tanks. What I like to do is I like to have, like, this character, because these two can switch off if, what's the skill here? I think it's Breakthrough. Yeah, it's this Breakthrough skill where you hit the first 3, moves her forward, right? But then you can also use, what my combo that I often like to do is then have him use Holy Lance, hit in any position, and also moves him forward. So you just have like this rotating 1 of 2 position, which I think is really cool. One of the, I mean, again, I don't know if this is a common strategy, but something that I really like when it comes to the frontliners, especially in this game in particular, the way it's designed is that I want tanks that are maneuverable, which I suppose the name implies something hefty, something that is not as this is a short dungeon? Yeah. Something that is pretty stoic, but that's how I like my tanks. Okay, let's do 4. I'm kind of excessive with food. I think that's okay though. 1. We're not gonna buy that. We have to be so conservative with money. Oftentimes what happens to me, one of the reasons why I always stop playing too, is I simply run out of cash. I get into that bottleneck where I just don't have cash. Yeah, we're good. Let's do it. Let's actually play the game.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna clear this room here first. We will use Mowbray. See, now I don't have to worry about Klepto. Oh, that's... Ew. 25 gold. It's chump change. Cool. So, I started remembering that this game can be kind of a grind. So I think what will happen later in as the as this Let's Play goes on is that I'll start grinding off screen. I mean, I'll probably still have OBS running just to get like, because sometimes when I go on autopilot, oh, I love this move. Sometimes when I go on autopilot, tragedy strikes. So, as this game implies, confidence is a insidious killer. But
Continue the onslaught.
I might just grind away
Them.
from at least the middle portion of the game, unless the character dies, and I'll definitely show that, because
As the fiend
yeah,
falls,
it's just funny when a character
a faint
dies.
hope blossoms.
Funny as in ironically funny, not funny as in haha
Confidence
funny.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
See, I think the reason why I'm getting such a low catch is because of the status of my torch right now. So I may have been excessive with it. Excessive with getting a lot of torches, that is.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I also notice in these Let's Plays I often speak sporadically. I don't form complete thoughts, at least audibly. I'll try to be better at that. Y'all can't read my mind. Right. Okay. So we're gonna cure. It's so cool, right? To have a healer. Nah, I mean. And then this is why I like to just barrage them.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Executed with impunity.
God, I'm starting to really dig Pacquiao over there. Let's see.
Their
Picori?
formation is
Picori?
broken. Maintain.
I'm gonna rename him Pacquiao. Oh my gosh, that was a mistake. But okay, that works. Yeah. No, I should have just targeted him. That would have been more damage. And then yeah, you see, that's a problem. This fight could have been over a couple of turns ago. And I do this, my head. I don't know, I have a problem with this side, this chunk of my hair where it gets to the side, it gets annoying, so I move it. Anyways, y'all here to hear me talk hair, right? So, there it is.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Chess key. I don't think I have a key. No key. Damn it. Bleed, I don't have bandages, so we'll just deal. I don't know, do bards get more stress, or was he just focused on that round? Ooh, cool. Battle with a curio. That's not cool. Okay, so if you have egomania, obsessed with self-worship, you will go to the confessional, I suppose? Weird. Very weird. Das ist weird. We'll use you to do it because you're at high stress. And then we'll use the
Even the cold
shovel.
stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I normally don't like to use the shovel that early. I hope there isn't a shovel opportunity here. What's your bleed chance? 20%? Resistant? Yeah, I don't have that for this character. Oh, that's right, Battle Ballad is useless here. It's one thing, you know, you always want to... Well, once the estate starts to open up, I'll have more opportunities to adjust the skill or the abilities to my playstyle. Now, again, I don't know if there's an I'm certain there probably is an optimal playstyle, but if I'm gonna go down, I go down in my own terms. Nah, I mean. Nah, I mean.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Oh! Wait, oh And if I remember correctly, each time it gets to his round, it'll roll a dice, right? It'll just give me an it'll just... Okay. Well, doesn't he have... He does. This heals. See, this is... fucking hair! Okay, there. Copacetic. And then he'll get that trigger warning that he is about to die. He'll get that warning, but he should be okay. I'm not even keeping track of turns. Of toins. Okay, this is cool. This is cool because now we have this. See? I wasn't even worried. Wasn't even worried for 5... 1 damage for 5 rounds. 1 damage for 5 rounds. Okay, so it's these two after what's her face? This is a new character, isn't it? It's a new person with me. Percy. So we'll just go for the Hail Mary here. And then, yeah. But it's okay because we'll focus on...
or expire.
Keeping him above. Does he, when he gets that low, I can't remember it. If he gets stressed even further, whatever. Anyways, Dirk Stab? Let's Dirk Stab. Let's just go for a kill here. I believe... See, there's no number of these orders, and... I know you... There are certain games that give you numbered orders, like, what was it? Little Princess? Child of Light? Child of Light! Little Princess. Child of Light is an RPG similar to this, and they actually, I believe, give you numerical order to who goes where. But in this game, you're supposed to just be mindful of it. Which I'm not. Hey, kill this thing.
Back to the pit.
Where was that? Where was that early, huh? Yeah, and yeah, this is on normal. Quote-unquote darkest.
Perched at the very precipice.
It's not his turn, is it?
Oblivion.
No, it's her turn. Okay. Totally fine. 2. Did that increase?
Be gone, fiend.
And then I have, I think, this holy water.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh! Wow. No, we're not returning the hand. We're going to continue adventuring. That's why it was a tough battle. Now, unlike before, do I have anything that can cure blight? Used to cleanse items and prevent maladies. And then can also be applied to a hero to eliminate combat debuffs. I mean, does that count as a combat debuff? Can also be applied to a hero to eliminate debuffs. Okay, so it doesn't get rid of blight. Hey, I'm relearning. Let's have him eat, because now I know he's totally fine. Let's switch this out. We don't have anything to open this with. I'm gonna keep the holy... Wow. Twice now. Twice those were trapped. And this is this is a big deal because this is the end of the dungeon. So it would have been a bigger prize if it wasn't trapped. And yes, eat the food. What a bummer. That's a bummer. So that's incredibly disappointing. This is not a hard difficulty. At least I thought it would. I thought this would just be... I thought this would be challenging, certainly, but not... But then, of course, it's like veteran players are like, it's no big deal. This is matter of fact, what I'm going through. It's matter of fact. Okay, well, these two can get bled. They can cause bleed on these two characters, which is great. You know, I can't remember if you can get armor. Can you? I don't know. Anyways, the reason I say that's because, this equipment slot. I can't remember. Anyways. Does this cause bleed? Bleed chance. Of course, the one who can catch the bleed dodges. Perfect. This one is also pulls him forward for End of the Gods. I remember that much. Specifically. That wasn't a good move. Man, she's so elusive. Wow. Okay, does that mean she gets bleed now? Yeah, cool. I thought I had a pretty strong party. I mean, I believe that I still do, but... the setup, that is, but, tis not the case. Tis not the case. See, like, these three here are gonna have to de-stress for a good while. Thank you. Man. So my goal now is to have her cure him. Dirksab? Whatever, dude. Whatever. Take it.
This expedition at least promises success.
I thought... yeah. See that thing. Anyways. I thought, if you believed you're possessed by demons, you'd enter that little, Iron Maiden there. Little Iron Maiden.
Glittering gold,
It's not
trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
From my experience, Iron Maidens do nothing but hurt you. I have yet to encounter something where that is not the case. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Was there a trap there I didn't
Cruel
see?
machinations spring to life.
Can't
with
remember.
A singular purpose.
Oh no.
As the light gains purchase,
I don't have a shovel.
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I think even for short dungeons, what I'll start doing is having 2 shovels. See, my problem is when you dig it, don't they get a debuff of some kind? Let's try it. Considerable effort. Does that mean... oh, let's just try it. They
Without
take damage.
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
That sucks. Everyone's stressed out, digging rubble. It ain't that big of a deal. Well, that's good. Depending on how this goes, we might abandon this whole thing. Because these stress levels are not acceptable. Oh, good. Good. Oh.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Yeah, Demas. And I think he had, isn't that horrible? I think Demas... no, he had pretty good traits. Now that sucks. That sort of sucks. Change his costume. Just because I can. No, let's send it back. Let me choose it.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
For those who don't know, sometimes this can actually turn out great depending on their character traits, or I don't know, depending on a roll, but I rolled negatively and they both got paranoid. So, remember how I said, depending on how this goes, we might bail. I want to bail, but I'm so greedy. I'm so greedy. I'm like, yeah, but we're so close to the finish of this dungeon. By the way, supposedly short dungeon. Apparently it's the dungeon where we all fucking die. Yes, this is a kid-friendly channel. It's a fucking kid-friendly channel. That's fine. As long as you keep commanding yourself to cure, we'll have no problems, yeah. I barely even use that.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Man. Open it. Why not? Yeah, I don't have a key though. So, open. Oh, dude, 3. 3 chests that were trapped. This might be the worst dungeon run I've had since I can remember even playing this game. I've never had it turn out this poorly. A move stone plus 15 move skill chance. Into rest. So I'll just read this journal. A trampled journal, 1 of 4. Sebastian's watch was his last. We were jolted during our evening's repast. The best we could make in these murky halls of our once great house from the roar and flash of black powder. We dropped our bowls and hurried to him. All we could find was his spent pistol and a trail of blood leading into a maze of shadows. With Brason. And then ditch. I still haven't found a purpose to even hold on to these things. I don't even take me with... Do they give you money? Like a lot of money at the end? I don't know. Imagine so. Imagine if they do.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Got that right. Got that right. Oh no!
Eyes of youth, twisted and made merciless.
Okay, that's an eldritch. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. We run. We run. Sorry, I was checking if anybody had Eldritch. Anyone who feared Eldritch. Okay, there's none of them here. We run. Oh boy. Okay, wait, you can de-stress, right? So, what does it matter? Because you only target one person. Do you take bleed? They can bleed. The problem with fighting this Eldritch being is that, as you can imagine, they'll populate the front line, so it becomes harder to hit the Collector, and the Collector is the one you need to kill. These will always respawn for as long as the Collector lives. Do I have anyone who can hit the back row? A battle ballad that's for everybody. And then do I have finale? I do not, but battle ballad's cool. Battle ballad. Okay. Do I hit the back row? Okay. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? Stop! Poisey! Poisey! What you doing, Poisey? Well, at least you get to move, I guess? Oh, no. And... okay, we're ditching. How do we retreat? I know there's a retreat button. How do we do that? Oh, I can... Okay, I didn't know I could do that mid-battle. Get me out of here, help me, get me out of here button. Oh, here we are. I suppose she can't because she's panicking, maybe. Maybe that's the... Okay, well, he has Holy Lance, which is so useful. Okay. Okay, now we can retreat. So I think as we were surprised, we had to go through the transition of being surprised. But now that we're boosted, oh, he's See, now I'm getting greedy. I'm getting greedy, and I kind of want to take on the collector. Because we have this boost that doesn't go away for 3 turns, and then we could stack that. And now that we've got rid of the surprise round... I mean, everyone's stressed anyways. So why not? You're at 55. As long as he keeps hitting flush, then what's the problem, right? And then as long as he keeps climbing, Pacquiao back there.
As life ebbs.
Oh no, we gotta bail. I like Mulberry. We're going. We're going. Yeah, no, we're going.
A wise general cuts losses and regroups.
We're leaving. We're going home. Not Mulberry. I like him. He ain't leaving.
To rest.
Mowbray.
Devils remanded to their abyss.
We're leaving. We're going home. That's supposed to be a short dungeon. So... let me just check this out here. I was going to cancel the episode. Or not cancel the episode, but wrap it up. So we got 20 stress and cove for Mulberry, which isn't too bad. We can get rid of that. And then improve for meditating while camping. That's good.
She has paid dearly for her freedom. And deserves better than this place.
I believe she's come exactly where she's meant to be. So this is the week logs. We got a town event. Survivalist is now unlocked. I don't know what that means. Okay, y'all. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, Sanitarium's open. So we'll do that the next episode. Yeah, we got our asses handed to us because I'm terrible at this game, but also very, very poor luck. Shit luck. But yeah, so that'll be it for this one. See you in episode 6. We run.